Hi, welcome back to Black Cat Folk Magic. All kind people are welcome here. Happy Lionsgate. Today we're just going to see what messages Spirit has for us during this Lionsgate period. This is a time of manifestation, of courage, of bringing things to fruition, and I just want to see what Spirit has to say to us. As always, I have 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Ace of Cups from this tarot deck. I would love to tell you what it is, but Spirit Song Tarot. Yeah. Group 2, we have the Ace of Cups from the Folklore Tarot. And group 3, we have the Ace of Cups from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. All right, use your intuition to pick your group. And as always, the timestamps can be found in the description. See you in your reading. Hey there, group 1. So, you chose the Spirit Song Tarot. Let's get into your Lionsgate reading. I'm going to start out with some oracle cards. These are the oracle cards over here. Okay. We have the Martin and the Foxglove with Mischief. It's always an interesting card. We have... Oh, this one wants to come out too. We have the Eel and the Iris with Safety. We have Listening to Wisdom. All right, let's get into your tarot. See what's going on here. Okay. What are Group 1's messages for the Lionsgate portal? Okay. So we have the Six of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. Yes, we have the King of Cups. Wonderful. Okay. So right away, when I got these oracle cards, with Safety, Mischief, Listening to Wisdom, I think maybe you have generally played it safe in your life. I think you wanted to always make the right choices. So maybe you weren't very lenient with yourself. Maybe you tried to meet the expectations of your parents or your elders, and you never wanted them to see you as foolish. And so what happened is you didn't take any risks, really. And you were always afraid to make mistakes because you thought that would make you a failure. Well, Spirit wants you to know that, first of all, mistakes are so important, are so critical. Failure is so critical to success. We cannot have success without failures. We cannot have success without failures that outnumber the successes by multiples. That's the way we learn and we become good at what we do, is that we let ourselves fail to learn the lessons that we need to learn. Okay. Spirit admires you for always trying to do the right thing, for always trying to get things right. But it's time for you to experience learning from failure in a way that you never have before. It's time for you to experience taking risks, and knowing and being comfortable in the energy that they might fail. But that's just part of it. That's just part of the whole thing. That's part of the journey. It's a huge, crucial part to the journey. I feel like you've demonstrated perseverance in that you kept going and striving for perfection, right? But Spirit is saying you're taking that resilience and putting it in the wrong place. What Spirit is asking you to do is take a risk that may not even be illogical, because Spirit wants to teach you perseverance after a failure. They want to teach you how to learn what you can from that failure and use it to create your success. Failure is the building blocks of success, okay? Let's get you some more cards. Oops, I'm sorry. 10 of Swords. Six of Wands. Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. And Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, yeah, it's the same message. It is time to let yourself experience a transformation from failure. It's time to take some risks and experience transformation from that. Because that's the only way that you're going to experience true success. Success that means something deeply to you. I feel like you're successful all the time. But these aren't hard-won victories, and these don't feel as rewarding as they could if you decided to really jump in there and do something unexpected, do something that's not, figured out on a spreadsheet beforehand. This is about taking a leap of faith in yourself. It's about having confidence in yourself. It's about harnessing that Lionsgate energy, that confident, big energy that you can handle whatever comes up. And I think that making that move will bring you into integrity, will bring you into harmony with the more human parts of yourself. It'll make it more authentic because you don't have to be perfect. No one's asking for that. But you do have to be human. And part of that is, a huge part of that, is exploring our imperfections. The imperfections are not bad. We've got to let that idea go. We've got to let go of the idea that we can't make mistakes. The most glorious thing about us is how we're perfectly imperfect. And that's being a human. And so Spirit wants you to give yourself the freedom and the confidence to start exploring life in that energy and what you're capable of. And how much more productive you can be in this environment that's more free, that's more permissive. Okay, well, I hope this helped you, and I hope you have a wonderful Lionsgate. Manifest, manifest, manifest. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Hey there, Group 2. You chose the Folklore Tarot. Let's get into this Lionsgate reading with some oracle cards. Okay, we have the Moth and Eucalyptus with an ending. So this is sort of a correspondence to the Death card. The Bat and the Hellebore with Intuition. Okay, get you one of these. We have Make a Move. You know, I've used this deck a lot, and I don't remember seeing this one. It's very interesting. That happens sometimes. Intuition. An ending. Make a move. All right, let's get into your tarot and see what message Spirit has for you in this Lionsgate portal. Okay. We have 3 of Pentacles. Okay. We have 6 of Pentacles. I don't know why my hands are so clumsy today. My goodness, we have 8 of Pentacles. Which, you know, generally makes sense for a Lionsgate reading. It is about abundance, confidence. We have 2 of Pentacles. Is the last one going to be a Pentacles card? Let's see. Ah, we have 8 of Wands. All right. Yeah, so there is an ending coming in the way that you see yourself, in the way that you see your abilities. And I think this comes in the form of a dream that you've had for a long time, in terms of the way you make money. So you may have had this idea for a business for a while, had this idea for just a new project that you wanted to start. And you kind of just, you had this whole other life going on, you had this whole other balance going on, and you didn't want to disrupt that. And Spirit is saying, disrupt it. Guess what? It's time. It's time to disrupt it, to try this new thing. Intuitively, you know now is the time. Now is the time to make a move. Okay? For some of you, you'll be collaborating with someone. And making this new business or some sort of enterprise, right? So, and this person may have been someone you helped in the past, right? We have the 6 of Pentacles, which is a card of reciprocity. So I feel like maybe you helped someone, you may not even remember it, and so they're coming to help you with this new project. And I think that'll really give you a boost. We have Eight of Pentacles here, which talks about career, which talks about putting your nose to the grindstone. So this is something you're going to have to work for, but it's going to feel so satisfying. It's going to bring a new balance into your life because you'll be more in alignment with your purpose. Once you start getting into alignment with your purpose, things just start flowing to you very, very quickly. One door after another will start opening up for you, okay? You'll start, because you're doing something that's in alignment with your purpose, you'll start meeting the people who are in alignment with your purpose. And those people will lead to more opportunities that are in line with your purpose. That's just the way it works, okay? Let's get you some more cards. We have the Chariot. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? And we have the Star. My goodness. Okay, this is exciting. So yeah, now's the time for sure. If there's a new path that you wanted to start on in terms of your career, the way you make money, the projects that are fulfilling for you in your life, you have sort of banked these ideas for years and years about this new journey. You've invested time and energy into it, even if it's not on paper, even if it's just in your head, about how you might go about doing this, right? And Spirit says, okay, you've invested in this. Now's the time to make it happen. Okay. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles here, which is just incredible because, first of all, Pentacles are about abundance, right? And the Queen is about things that happen inside of ourselves, right? And the King is about things that happen outside of ourselves, right? So I feel like this is going to bring you this new exploration, this new undertaking is going to bring your inner self and your outer self into harmony. This also is a divine pairing. So being on this path that's aligned with your purpose, for some of you, this is very specific, but for some of you, you may, it may bring you into union with your love match, okay? This move will bring you wish fulfillment. This is what you've been waiting for. This is your one day I would like to fill in the blank. Now's the time. I know sometimes, when you dream about something and it seems like this abstract thing, and even though you really, really, really want it, it almost seems impossible to touch it in reality. But if you decide to take this leap, if you decide to take this move, it will become reality. Your dreams will become reality. But you've got to let go of some old ideas, some self-limiting beliefs. You've got to let go maybe of a little bit of security. Use your own brain and your own heart, but I see here that there's something that's sort of, killing your spirit, but is maybe keeping you financially stable. And it's time to let that go so you can grow your spirit and also live in abundance. You can have both of those things. You just got to get rid of self-limiting beliefs and self-doubt, and you've got to trust spirit and trust yourself that you've invested in this well. You know what you're doing. I think maybe some of you feel like you don't, but you know what you're doing. You know, here's a secret. Nobody really completely knows what they're doing. No one's ever completely ready for anything. The trick is just to take a deep breath and go. Just go. I live on a really curvy country road, and it's hard to see to pull out of my driveway. And I always tell people, you just have to pray and go. Just, you can roll down your windows and try to listen for cars coming, but you just can't see them. And so sometimes you just have to take it on faith and go and pull out of that driveway. And this is your moment. This is your time to do that. Okay, well, I hope this helped you. I hope it encouraged you. And I hope you have a wonderful Lionsgate. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Hi there, Group 3. You chose the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Let's get into your reading with some oracle cards. See what Spirit's message is for you during this Lionsgate portal. Okay. We have the antelope and wheat with nourishment. We're going to need this card. We have the boar and pumpkin with confidence, which, that's the energy in the Lionsgate portal is confidence and abundance and the energy of the lion. Excuse me. I thought I was going to sneeze. Well, I've shuffled this several times. It came out twice, so I'm going to take it. This is what Group 2 received. Make a move, which is in alignment with the Lionsgate portal. It's time to be brave. It's time to be fierce. It's time to make a move. It's time to have confidence, All right, let's get into your tarot and see what's going on. We have Queen of Swords. We have Four of Pentacles. We have the Empress. We have Eight of Cups. And we have Six of Wands. Excellent. A lot of the energies on all three of these readings are very similar, but it makes sense because it's the Lionsgate portal, which is about being brave, being courageous, and moving into a new era, being brave enough to walk away from what you know, from what you're comfortable with, and being, okay with it. To moving into a space of you really got to move in faith, but what you'll receive in return is abundance and confidence. And so, once again, this is what we're seeing in this reading. I do see that with the Six of Wands, you will be successful. But it does require walking away from something. Something you know really well. We have the Four of Pentacles here, which is about sort of like this gilded cage. It's like, okay, everything's stable. Everything's, I've got a few good things going for me. And I'm afraid if I go for more, then I'll lose everything I have already. Okay? And that's just not the case. Spirit is saying you're way more powerful than that. You have so much more potential than what you're arriving at. You see the fetus here. She's placing a crown on the fetus. It's the next generation of who you are that wants to come to fruition. It's the next era of your life. It's the next leg of your journey. And if you don't take the next leg, if you fly to your, what do you call that? Can't think of words right now. Oh my gosh, Christy. Okay. If you don't change planes on your journey, if you just stop at the first stop and you don't get on your next plane to go to your destination, what was the point? You're just going to be stuck in this waiting room, in this stillness, in this waiting. You're going to keep waiting for something and you won't even know what it is. You have got to move. You've got to keep moving. This is not where you're meant to be. Look at this. You know this too. You know that there are things beyond where you are and that you're supposed to be there. You dream about it, you think about it, you plan for it, but you just won't pull the trigger, so to speak. And Spirit is saying, now do it. Now is the time. You need to feed your soul. There's something, where you are is probably okay. It probably feels safe. It probably feels like, you're getting what you need out of it in terms of just living, just being alive on the planet. But of course, there's so much more to living than just being alive, right? We have the King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So, I can't believe how similar these readings are. We have the Magician. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Six of Cups. Friend, you are particularly gifted in some way. You are particularly blessed in some way by Spirit. And Spirit is saying, why are you ignoring these gifts? I gave you these gifts and to make your existence spectacular. And you're like, just sitting on the sidelines is good enough for me. Just enough is good enough for me. And I know that you don't want to be greedy. A lot of us are told that ambition is evil, not good. And it does, with anything. If it's not in balance, of course it is. But you can do this in a balanced way. Again, we have a divine pair here. This is also what happened in group 2. And this one is about your abundance. This is about your outer abundance and your inner abundance, okay? And you can have both of those things at the same time. I think a lot of you believe you can't. Maybe because of things you observed in childhood, things that, old lessons that you learned that maybe you misunderstood because you were young. Abundance doesn't make you bad inherently. It's what you do with that abundance that determines whether you're a decent person or not. You are a decent person. Otherwise, Spirit wouldn't have given you these gifts. Okay? Don't fear reaping the rewards of your work, of your effort, of your gifts. Okay? I mean, you deserve to know that because you are internally abundant and you can make a good life for yourself and you are grateful even for the scraps, that doesn't mean that you have to live that way. You can live in this outer abundance too. It's there. It's available for you. You just have to have faith and go and get it. You have everything you need to go and make this happen. And Spirit is urging you to do so. Right now is a great time. Lionsgate is a perfect time to manifest that thing. It's perfect time to bring in that abundance. And I think you already know what it is. I think you know what it is you want to do. Go do it. Please, please. Don't let this opportunity pass you by with at least trying. And really let go of that idea that you need to live in poverty to be virtuous. Nobody needs to be a billionaire. I totally agree with that. But that doesn't, you don't have to be in extremes. You don't have to live hand to mouth to be a virtuous person either. This is a lesson I've had to learn too. All right. Well, I hope this helped you. I really do. I really hope you took this message seriously because I don't want you to miss out on anything good. All right. I hope you have a wonderful Lionsgate, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.